Today we're doing smoked shredded beef, two ways. We're going to use one of these for tacos and we're going to use the other for shredded smoked beef sandwiches. I got a 2-pack of chuck roast from Costco. I got the smoker preheated. We're going to throw these on at about 250 right now. We're going to get some smoke on these, we're going to get some bark, and then we're going to braise both of them. This one's significantly smaller than this one, so our timing is going to be a little bit off, I'm sure. Excited for this. It's a super simple recipe. The prep is minimal, and the entire cooking process takes about 6-7 hours. I use a little olive oil as a binder and season these with just salt and pepper. I got the pit set up to run at about 250, and I'm using oak today. I'm going to place these chuck roasts down with the meatiest side facing the fire, and I will check back in a few hours. It's been about 5.5, almost 6 hours here. We're going to check these chuck roasts. We're going to see how the bark's looking. We're going to check the internal temperature, and if we're above 160 and we have a nice bark, I'm going to braise these. I'm going to put them in a foil pan with beef broth, cover it with foil, allow it to cook until it's 200 degrees internal, and so they just shred. For the tacos that I'm doing, so one of these chuck roasts, I mix the beef broth with some al pastor seasoning. Let's see how we're looking. All right, I'm happy enough with the bark on these. Check the internal temperatures. $175 on the smaller one. And we're over 160 on the big one. So I'm gonna braise these now. And this one. The fat rendered nicely. Decent bark. And bark's even better on the smaller one. All right, again, so I just whisked some al pastor seasoning into about a little over a cup of beef broth. I'm just gonna pour this along the edges. A little bit over the top. I'll cover that with foil in a minute. And I'm just gonna do beef broth in this one. You could throw these back on the smoker. For me, we're not gonna get any smoke flavor on this again. It's completely wrapped. We're just braising. So if you wanna save wood and save yourself trips out here throwing wood onto the smoker, just pop them in the oven. I'm gonna do a 300-degree oven and let these go until they hit 200 degrees internal. All right, so these only took about an hour in the oven at 300 degrees to be done. The smaller ones, a little over 200, 202 degrees, and the big one was temping at 200 degrees. As you can see, this little one shredded amazingly. Got some nice barky bits in there, nice smoke ring, shredding very easily. This piece reminded me of a beef cheek, just gelatinous and delicious. Let's check out the bigger one. Not quite the same bark as the smaller one, but you can see a lot of the fat did render nicely, and it's shredding not quite as well as the smaller one, but still pretty good. Also a good smoke ring, and I'm excited for it to mix in with all that al pastor seasoning. Be sure to pick out any of the fat that did not render before you serve this. For the tacos, with the al pastor seasoning, I did red onion, some cilantro, some queso fresco, and an avocado salsa. For the barbecue shredded sandwich, kept it simple with a spicy barbecue sauce, just that shredded beef. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little different than the videos I normally make. It's been sitting in my queue for about 2 months now. I've had a lot going on. Stepping back into it, I'd like to thank you all for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. Couldn't be happier, so thank you all for being here.